Alright, let's have a real talk today. 99% of people who aspire to be Counter-Strike 2 professional players are going to end up failing. How are we going to make sure that we are in the 1% of people that actually make a name for themselves in this game? How are we going to go through all of the challenges, the struggles, the battles in order to work our way up through the top with hundreds of thousands, millions of people that want to be in the same position that we are aspiring to get into? Today, I'm going to give you some insight so that we can take that 1% and push it as high as possible so that you have the best chance possible in order to understand what you need to do for this game, guys. It's not rocket science, it's not hard, but only a select 1% of these people that ever touch this game are going to be able to actually achieve this. I'm going to give you my insight through my own professional career. I've traveled the country, I've traveled the world, I've competed in dozens of lands, and been very successful. I still aspire to be more. I struggle on the daily in this game, but it's part of the process, and I'm going to help you buy into that process. First, guys, in order to help me out, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
Okay, guys, so come to terms with reality first. If you want to be in that 1%, you have to understand that you will need to do things that nobody else is willing to do. You are going to have to make sacrifices in this game and in your life if you want to call yourself a professional Counter-Strike 2 player, if you want to have these incredible opportunities that come from playing this game at a high level. It's not good enough to aspire to be the 1%, but put in the work that 99% of people do. You've got to put in work of players that are even better than you. You've got to outwork them. You've got to be better. You've got to be smarter. You've got to have more time, and you've got to have the passion and determination in order to pass them. It's very unfortunate, and I'm sorry to tell you, but you are not going to get to the top by playing Counter-Strike casually for 20 hours a week or even 40 hours a week, guys. At the very top, at the very peak of Counter-Strike players, they are putting in 60, 70, 80 hours every week to this game, and when they are not playing it, they are outside the game thinking about Counter-Strike. I don't want you to neglect your real life, because your real life is just as important as your time inside of Counter-Strike, but understand that if you truly want to make a name in this game, if you truly want to take the steps to the next level, your brain and mind has to just constantly be thinking about ways that you can develop yourself and become a better player and person. Too many players think that it's easy to get there. They watch a professional match and they say, wow, okay, I'm not that far away from these guys. I look pretty good. I think that I could compete at that level. But you don't understand that the team CS is so much more than just, is this guy shooting somebody? Your mind has to understand so many different things. You have to understand so many different concepts and topics. And even if you compete at a semi-professional level, I have the utmost respect for you and your accomplishments and your achievements in this game. If you are a main player, I have so much respect for you, because even to just get to main in this game means so much. And playing Counter-Strike professionally has opened up my eyes to athletes around the world. I used to, dog on basketball players and make fun of them that played in China or played in Europe and played in some of these leagues. And actually the European Basketball League is so competitive, right? But it opened up my eyes to understand that, hey, these athletes that aren't at the very peak of their sport are actually insane humans. They're so good at what they do, right? And you have to have that obsession no matter what level you're at, right? You can't be the person that's like, okay, well, I'm at the bottom now, so I'm going to put in the work here that is what I should be doing for the level I'm at. But once I'm a pro, I'll put in the hours that I need when I'm a pro. Guys, you're never going to make it. How are you going to beat the players in your division that are outworking you and expect to still one day become a pro? You've got to outwork the people at your level, below your level, above your level, because you have to understand that every single person watching this video, which might be 100 people, might be 1,000, they want to do the same thing you do. Every person that is playing this game, which is hundreds of thousands, if not millions of players, are competing with you too. So understand that your odds are so unbelievably skewed against you and not in your favor that you can't spend too much time messing around in this game. If you truly want to take this seriously and you truly want to take the steps to the next level, you have to make sure that every minute, every hour that you're spending inside of this game is to better yourself and somehow find a way to be better. And don't get me wrong, don't get burnt out, guys, please. And that's why you can't neglect your real life, and that's why you also have to have fun in the game at the same time. But find fun in improvement, in learning, and getting better, right? And a big reason why a lot of players end up failing is because the first hurdle that they face, they think it's insurmountable. They think that they're never going to get past that hurdle. I remember playing and I was in open, the lowest division where even your grandma can sign up, and I got whooped. My team lost 16-4 against another open team. Well, guess what? 4 years later, none of those players that beat me are even playing this game anymore. They 16-4'd me, and now I'm playing internationally. I'm playing in events across the world when at that moment, they were 4 times better than me. They were incredibly better than me. They destroyed me, and I remember feeling hopeless in that moment. But guess what? I kept working. I kept learning. I didn't get insanely better right away. It was a process. But if you just commit to learning, commit to getting better, I promise you, the same people that you think are insane and they're good and you're never going to be able to beat them, day by day, minute by minute, you start to become better than them, and you start to find yourself in the right spot, guys. A lot of you are like, well, I'm developing myself, Kojo. I'm trying to get better and learn and grow, but I don't get any chances. I don't get any opportunities, and that's just wrong, guys. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be playing this game to wait around for opportunity. To use what you have now. If you don't have any friends, then play the game by yourself and learn as much as you can from the random players in your game. Start to build those connections, add people on Steam, add people to your friends list. Do these things to grow yourself. If you're on a, in quote, bad team right now, who cares, guys? Do what you can with the opportunity you have. And if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you are bound to get a haircut. If you put yourself in the right position, if you're playing the game how it should be, if you're constantly learning, you're improving yourself in real life, you're making these connections, eventually one day you will break through. The only players that fail are the ones that give up. They say this is rigged, this system sucks, it's hard to get on a team, it's hard to do this, it's hard to do that. Well, guess what? Of course it's hard. Of course it is. If it wasn't hard, then what would separate you from the thousands of other players, the hundreds of thousands, the millions of other people that want to be a professional player, that want to make a name in content, that want to travel to play this game, that want to have these experiences? Why do you deserve it? Why do I deserve it? Why does he deserve it? Nobody deserves anything. You have to earn it. You have to get lucky by putting yourself in a failed spot over and over and over. You have to fail thousands, hundreds of thousands of times to get that one opportunity that you work so hard for. And so people can sit there and they can watch you and say, wow, he's so lucky that he gets that. Well, why is he lucky? Because he failed. They don't care about the failure. They just want to bring you down. They don't care about the work that you put in off stream, offline, when nobody was looking. They just want to say you're lucky. That's how you're going to be the 1%. If this video even helped one person, I am happy. I don't care if this gets 100,000 views, 1 view. I don't care. As long as somebody walks out of this better. Please grow with me, learn with me, subscribe to my channel, join my Discord community so that we can grow, we can get better. And, you know, I don't care if people take this video out of context. I don't care if they, you know, put it wherever. It's just the reality of what you need to do in order to get better. So, bit of a rant, but I hope that you found this video helpful. So thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for some more bangers. Leave a comment down below of what you want to see next on this channel. I want to cover as much good stuff as possible. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.